Mic check, mic check. All right. First time doing voiceover. Let's get this show on the road. This was the end of part one of the aquascape of the vivarium build or aquarium build. You could see that minimum water level mark, yeah, that wasn't going to cut it. That would mean I would need to fill this tank up entirely with water. This is my first aquarium I've scaped. It's filled with guppies right now. It's a 10-gallon. My thought process was if I take out this filter, maybe try to modify it, I'd be able to put it in that 29-gallon that I'm working on now. I'm definitely going to need to be able to have this go deeper down in the water column. I've got this plastic tubing that hopefully I can use as an extension. To get into that water column, the motor's going to spin, then hopefully suck up the water and spill it over the side like a waterfall effect. Just trying to stretch out the tube and get it straight. As you can see, it's kind of bent up. Took a little force. So I've got the new filter installed, PVC going down, plastic tubing into that filter channel right there. That's behind all those rocks. So I needed to test this theory out if it would work. I put a plastic bag down, as you can see here. And when I'm doing my water changes, this bag actually stops the spread of the gravel and whatnot. There's the filter. Yeah, it wasn't working. Here's the next day on my way to work.
Yeah, I was up till midnight. No, I was up till 2 o'clock in the morning. That's what it was. That's why I'm so tired today for work. I was up till 2 a.m. trying to modify that filter to work, and it didn't. So, gonna have to make a trip to the pet store today. Maybe pick up some more plants or something, I don't know. But we're gonna get this thing working today. I'm gonna finish it off. So far, I've got probably 7 hours invested into this. Moving rocks around and cleaning glass. I'm in way over my head. Way over my head.
Yeah, I was frustrated. Went back to the store, got more tubing, pick up these ferns, more aquarium gravel, and not a filter this time, but a water pump. I'm going to have to do a lot of water changes on this thing to keep up with it, because there's nothing that's going to filter it out. It's just going to be pumping water. Took off the top and the filter as well. Dumping the excess water out in the tank. And here is the water pump being installed. I'm just trying to test it, see if it works. There you go, it's turned on. And it's flowing. It's got that little dial on top. I can adjust the flow of it. Pretty nice feature. I think it's going to work out pretty well, honestly. Here I am suctioning out all that water. I do have to kind of rescape this. I installed that water pump in the back where the old filter was running. Cords running up through the top. I got the plastic tubing coming over with the spout and the dial. I think it's going to work. That water flow dial is a great asset. I'm going to be able to make it hit the rocks and create some good oxygen in the water. I'm loving these rocks. Loving how it's looking right now. There's a lot of nice crevices. Gravel's looking really nice too. I like how it's a natural landscape. Good looking spider wood. Here I'm adding some live plants. These are the ferns I just picked up not too long ago. I wet them down a little bit, just the roots. Then I stuck them deep into the gravel using my tweezers. Doing some fixing, moving some vines around. Time to add some more live plants. Here's just some submergible aquarium grass. I've got that cool little plate, rock plate in the middle. And I'm thinking I'm going to use that as kind of their feeding hub. Put some fish in here eventually and some shrimp, maybe some snails. Trying to make it look pretty nice. I'd eat a meal right there, wouldn't you? Just some finishing touches. Onto the moss. This is my favorite part. It's just cool to look at, really is. Old shot of me taking the moss off some wood. Went to my local park. Found this log laying down. Had some moss on it, figured I'd scrape it off. I used a chisel. Came back home and I just put it in a sealed bin. Sprayed it every couple of days with some water and let it grow. Here I am rinsing it. Making sure there's no debris that's going to be in the fish tank. And here I am applying it. I loved working with this stuff. Really easy to work with once you kind of break it up into small pieces. Awesome texture. Threw it in all the little crevices on the waterfall part. It's going to look really nice once that water's flowing. Yeah, looking pretty complete now. Doing the whole bag process again. Water's going to be a little murky the first couple times, but once this pump is going, I do some water changes a little bit farther down the line. We'll clear it up a little bit. Some background light. And here we go. Nice. Exactly what I was looking for. Give me that nice waterfall effect. Could turn that dial down a little bit. It's a little strong flow right now. I'm going to go ahead and do that. Yeah, I was pretty pumped, to say the least. Pretty pumped. Success. And here we are. Fiume, Scorre. The flowing river. Tried paying as much attention to detail as I could. Really liking the plants. Moss is looking good. Vines are looking awesome. The way they twist, hold some water, it just casually drips off. Really liking these plants too. These ferns are awesome. I hope they last. They are going to be outside of water, but they've got some really nice detail on them. As you can tell, I'm really digging this moss. Hopefully it grows a little bit. You can see some tiny sprouts that started when I had it in that bin. There's the feeding rock. Grass around it. Really nice and natural looking gravel. Not too big, not too small. Really impressed with how this came out. The water level is pretty good where it's at. Got those little ripples on the surface. Hopefully that stops any kind of biofilm that wants to stay on top. No stagnant water. It's never a good thing. Flowing down there really, really nice. I had a nice piece of rock that was concaved at the top. It's allowing it to flow down the face of it really well. Here it is. Really impressed with how this turned out. Like I said, couldn't have done too much differently. I've got 2 more tanks that I own, so stay tuned for more on that. As always, thanks for watching. Give me a like, subscribe, turn that bell on.